Moment of a force is defined like this. How to define moment of a force? Force into perpendicular distance. And what is moment of a force? Moment of a force means it rotates the particle, so it may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. So moment of a force is vector quantity. And the moment of F about B is 0 in two cases. F itself is 0, moment is 0. If F passes through this point, then also moment is 0. Moment of a force is positive if the rotation is anti-clockwise and negative if it is clockwise. So moment of a force is, it is vector quantity, may be positive or negative. Geometrically, the magnitude of moment of a force, is twice the area of the triangle, whose base is the force, and the altitude is the perpendicular distance of P from here. Geometrical significance, this moment of a force becomes magnitude because moment of a force is vector quantity. If we consider magnitude, it is twice the area of the triangle. Follow this one. Geometrically, it becomes twice the area of the triangle, whose base is line of action of the force, and altitude is perpendicular distance. Now, suppose OA is the force, F, P is the point where the moment is to be taken. Draw PM perpendicular. Then what is moment of this F about P? F into PM. That is magnitude, F into PM. Now, I complete this triangle. Moment of, I explain proof of this, how this moment of a force becomes twice the area of the triangle. It is a simple based on definition. Proof is like this. Moment of F about P is F into PM. F means, see here, magnitude is taken, F into PM. F means OA into PM. So I write this as 2 into 1 by 2 OA into PM. It is 2 into area of the triangle OAP. Thus, geometrically it represents twice the area of the triangle. You know that half into OA into PM becomes area of the triangle. Base into height. Half into base into height. So, geometrically, magnitude of the moment of the force is twice the area of the triangle. All follow this one proof. may be asked for 2 marks. Prove that geometrically magnitude of the moment is twice the area of the triangle. In this triangle, what is the base? Base is line of action of the force. Altitude is perpendicular distance from where the point moment is taken from line of action of the force. Next is Verigno's theorem on moment. Verigno's theorem on moments. You can expect a question, 5-mark question. For 2 marks, statement may be asked. State Verigno's theorem on moments. First, we prove this for 2 forces, but this can be generalized for any n number of forces. What does theorem state? Yesterday I explained what is the statement of this Verigno's theorem. Remember anybody? Verigno's theorem is like this. The algebraic sum of the moments of 2 forces about any point in their plane is same as the moment of their resultant about the same point. Follow statement. Statement. Take this Verigno's theorem on moments. Take this statement. Verigno's theorem on moments. This one all have completed. No, it is simple. It is twice the area of the triangle. Now, Verigno's theorem on moments. Statement. Take this. The algebraic sum of the moments of two forces in bracket not forming a couple. That is a separate topic, because if the two forces form a couple, then moment of the couple is constant. If you take any point, it becomes constant. The algebraic sum of the moments of two forces not forming a couple about any point in their plane is same as the moment of their resultant about the same point. You can remember no this statement. Simple it is statement. About the same point. Work on the statement. Now, two forces means two cases arises. First is forces may be parallel, or forces line of action of the forces may be intersecting. Therefore, we divide the proof into two cases.
ಅದು ಏರೋಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮೋಡಿಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹೋಗೋದಾಯ್ತಾ.
Let the two forces be parallel. Two forces be parallel. In case of parallel forces also, they may be like parallel or unlike parallel. Correct? Like parallel means direction is same. Suppose the two forces are like this. Two forces, they are like this. It is PQ. Now I consider any point in the plane of the forces and I take the moment of these two forces about that point. I consider any point. Suppose this is the point. Different cases arises. We can take point O in between PQ or one side of P or another side of that force. Correct? Different cases may arise. What you have to prove? Now we have taken two forces as lines of action of the two forces are parallel and P and Q are the two forces. Now I take O is the point where moment is to be taken. And what does theorem states? The algebraic sum of the moments of these two P and Q about O is same as moment of their resultant. Anybody, what is the resultant of P and Q? You have studied parallel forces, resultant of parallel forces as a physics topic under in +2 level PUC classes. Parallel forces. Now the resultant of P and Q adds to this. Suppose R is the resultant. If P and Q are like parallel, then the resultant of P and Q acts in between the line of action of P and Q. Suppose P and Q are unlike, then the resultant of P and Q acts not in between P and Q on other side of P and Q. Correct? Here O is the point where the moment is to be taken. I draw the line perpendicular to this line of action of the forces. O is the point where moment is to be taken. Draw the line perpendicular to line of action of these three forces and they intersect at A, B and C. And to find C also there is a rule or a formula. How do you get C? What is R here? R is P plus Q because like parallel. You can understand, no, it is, what is R? R is P plus Q. And where this R acts through C, C is given by PAC is equal to QBC. Remember that result? The resultant of P and Q, they are like parallel forces, acts through C, where C is given by PAC is equal to QBC. P into AC is Q into BC. C is obtained by that result. Now I take the moment of these two, P and Q about O. What is that? P plus Q it is. Moment of, you can take the notes later. Understand this theorem is important. Moment of P about O. Anybody? What is moment of P about O? First of all, is it positive or negative? Moment of P about O. In which direction that moment is there? Clockwise it is. Correct? Clockwise. Therefore, minus P into OA. Correct? Minus. What is moment of Q about O? Moment of Q about O is also negative. And it is minus Q into OB. Now, algebraic sum of the moments of P and Q about OS. You have to take this sum. Minus of P into OA plus Q into OB. P into OA plus Q into OB minus P into, say I write OA as I express in terms of this OC. What is OA? OC minus AC plus Q into, what is OB? OB is OC plus OB is OC plus BC. Therefore, it is minus of P into OC minus PAC plus QOC plus QBC. Now, this resultant of P and Q is R, it acts through C, therefore PAC is equal to QBC. You have studied center of parallel forces. Resultant of parallel force acts through this point because they are like parallel forces. And how do you get C? C is obtained by this. PAC is equal to QBC. Therefore, PAC minus QBC first cancels. Follow this one. This is important. Since resultant acts through C, this C is obtained by PAC is equal to QBC. Therefore, PAC QBC cancels. We get minus of P plus Q into OC. But what is P plus Q? R into OC. P plus Q is R. But what is R into OC? R into OC is R into perpendicular distance of O from line of action of R. And negative because the moment of R about O is also negative, it is clockwise. So, if P and Q are parallel forces, line of action of the forces of P and Q are parallel, then algebraic sum of the moments of P and Q about any point is same as the moment of their resultant. Now, suppose P and Q are unlike parallel, then also we can prove this result. Or we can, if you take O somewhere here, suppose this is O, then what happens? You have to draw a line through O perpendicular to this line of action of the forces. And use same method, you will get algebraic sum of the moments of P and Q about O is same as moment of R about O. This is the first case. Second case is line of actions may be intersecting. First you take this, proof of this. Case 2 is, suppose the line of action of the forces are intersecting. Two cases arises. First case is line of action of the forces are parallel. Line of action of the forces are intersecting. Now the resultant of P and Q also pass through this point. Suppose it is R. R being the resultant of P and Q, it also pass through this point. We have taken R as resultant of P and Q. In case of this parallel forces, we can easily write resultant of P and Q is R. R is P plus Q. But here it requires to find out. We have to apply the formula here. We have to apply formula. Now simply I have taken R is the resultant of P and Q. Suppose O is the point where the moment is to be taken. We have taken already O. Let us take this as A and this as O. O be the point where the moment is to be taken. And it is O lies in the plane of these three forces. Now, what does theorem states? What you have to prove? Algebraic sum of the moments of P and Q about O is same as moment of R about O. That is the theorem. Now, through O, draw a line like this, AO. Correct, AO. Now, what is moment of P about O? We have to draw a perpendicular. Draw a perpendicular like this. O, L, O, M, O, M, and O, N are perpendicular like this. From the line of action of the forces P, Q, R, draw the perpendiculars. Right, perpendiculars. Now, what is moment of this P about O? We take this as angle alpha. Angle made by OQ with OA is beta, and this angle is theta. What is theta? Angle made by R, line of action of the resultant with OA is theta. Angle made by line of action of the force P with OA is alpha, Q is beta. Now, what is moment of P? Moment of P about O. How to define moment of a force? Force into perpendicular distance. What is force? That is P into moment of the forces at a modulus of P into OL. P into OL. Moment is, we take magnitude of the moment, P into OL. This is P into, what is OL? OL I write OL as, it is OA sin alpha. Correct? OA sin alpha. Refer this, it is right angle triangle, it becomes OA sin alpha. Follow this, OL is opposite side it is. Therefore, OL is OA, it is hypotenuse. OA is hypotenuse, OA sin alpha. Similarly, moment of Q about O. What is moment of Q about O? It is Q into OM. Q into, what is OM? OM is OA sin beta. Correct? Sin beta. Therefore, sum of the moments of P and Q about O is, we take algebraic sum. We have not used in the clockwise, or we have not taken this as negative. We have taken only magnitude. Therefore, we have taken plus here. Otherwise, what happens? Moment of P about O is negative. It is correct. With sign, if you have to take with sign, it is negative. But we have taken only magnitude. Therefore, plus we have used there. What is this algebraic sum? OA is common. OA into P sin alpha plus Q sin beta. Correct? What is P sin alpha? You have studied resolved parts of the forces. Resolved parts of the forces. Resolved parts of the forces are P cos alpha, P sin alpha. They are the resolved parts of the force P about any two directions. Therefore, P sin alpha is resolved part of P and about OA, and what is Q sin beta? Resolved part of Q about OA. Therefore, the sum of the moments of P and Q is OA into the resolved part of P about O plus resolved part of Q about O. You can understand now, it is P sin alpha is resolved part of P about O, resolved part of Q about O. Resolved part means components along any two perpendicular directions are resolved parts. And OA, we use these results. Resolved parts of the component forces along any direction is, or algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the component forces is resolved part of the resultant about the same direction. Use one more result here. It is resolved part of the resultant. What is the resultant? R about O. See, I have used one result here. What is that? Algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces about any direction is the resolved part of their resultant about the same direction. It is OA. What is resolved part of the resultant about O? I write this as R sin theta. correct? Because theta is the angle made by r sin theta. Now I write this as r into OA sin theta. R using this. What is OA sin theta? OA sin theta is ON. Correct? ON. R into ON. What is R into ON? Force into perpendicular distance. R is force. ON is perpendicular distance of R from O. Therefore, it is moment of R. Moment of R about O. Therefore, algebraic sum of the moments of component forces is moment of their resultant about the same point. This is important result. We have used this one. All the results I cannot prove here. Some results we take from the physics that we have already studied. Algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces is same as resolved part of their resultant about the same point. So the sum of the moments of the forces is same as moment of their resultant. All have followed this one proof. Theorem important. State and prove Verigne's theorem. Question will be state and prove Verigne's theorem. Now you take this one proof. Case 2. The line of action of the forces are intersecting. Moment of their resultant. This also you have studied. See, the next topic is couples. How to define a couple? See the definition. Two equal, unlike parallel forces whose lines of action are different are said to form a couple. Definition is two equal, unlike parallel forces. What do you mean by unlike? Their directions are different. And also lines of action must be different. Suppose lines of actions are same, then what happens? Suppose another force is in the opposite direction. If the lines of action are same, the resultant will be 0. Resultant will be 0 because they are equal, unlike line of action is also same, 0. Therefore, see the definition is two equal, unlike parallel forces whose lines of actions are different are said to form a couple. Now suppose this is P, this force is also P. Correct? P. And perpendicular distance between the lines of action of the forces which form a couple is known as arm of the couple, and it is usually denoted by small p. And the couple is denoted by the order pair PP. Order pair PP. What is capital P? Force forming the couple, and small p is arm of the couple. What do you mean by arm of the couple? Perpendicular distance between the forces of the couple. Now, what is the example for couple? You know any example for a couple? The best example is the forces applied on a screw in winding the screw is example for couple. Example for couple. Suppose this is the screw, and what are the forces required? Two forces are required. Say two forces are required in winding up or winding down the screw. These are the two forces. Correct? They are applied like this. And the direction of the movement of the screw may be downward or upward. Therefore, that direction is also important. Hence, what is the effect of the couple? Therefore, effect of the couple is also it rotates the object. It rotates the object, and it rotates the object in the clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Clockwise direction is again negative, anti-clockwise direction is positive. Therefore, definition, how to define a couple and what is the effect of a couple? Effect of a couple is it rotates the object. When the couple is applied on the object, the effect of that couple is it rotates the object. Rotation may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. Best example is the forces applied on a screw in winding the screw. Two forces are applied at a time, and also they are equal and opposite, equal, parallel and opposite. Lines of action are different. Now, what is the moment of this couple? Anybody remember what is the moment of the couple? Moment of the couple is always constant. It is P into P. One of the forces P into arm of the couple is moment of the couple about any point in the plane of the couple. If you take any point in the plane of this couple, moment is always same, and it is P into P. How to prove that one? Say I take, this is the point where the moment is to be taken. Correct? This is the point O where the moment is to be taken. For that, you have to draw the perpendiculars like this. From O, draw the perpendicular which intersects the line of action of the forces forming the couple at A and B. A and B. Now we prove that moment of this couple about O is constant. And what is that? P into P. What is the moment of the couple? It is algebraic sum of moments of these two forces. One force is P acting through A downwards, and another force through some point, but we are drawn perpendicular like this. Correct? Perpendicular. Now what is the moment of the couple? Moment of P through A about O is it plus or minus? Direction is like this, it is minus, clockwise. Therefore, minus P into OA. What is moment of P through B about O? It is, say, this is the direction of P and it is like this. Anti-clockwise it is. It is anti-clockwise. So, plus P into OB. Now, what is the moment of the couple? Therefore, moment of the couple is POB minus POA. POB minus POA. P into OB minus OA. Correct? OB minus OA. What is OB minus OA? AB. Therefore, it is P into small p. Therefore, if you take any point in the plane of the couple, moment of that couple is always constant. And what is that? It is P into P. P is force and small p is arm of the couple. You can verify, you can take any point in the plane of the couple. Moment will be only P into P. And one more important result is the algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces forming the couple is always 0. If you take any direction, take the algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces in that direction, then it will be 0. Why it is 0? I take this direction only, OA. I take the resolved parts of these two forces, P and P. What is resolved part? If one of the force of the couple, say P, makes an angle alpha, with the given direction, then the other force makes angle 180 plus alpha with the same direction. All of you agree with this? You can understand this one. No, it is if one of the force, say this force, I take here. These are the forces of the couple. Forces of the couple. Correct? Forces of the couple. Suppose this is the given direction, and we have to take the resolved parts of the forces of the couple about this direction. Then, suppose it is alpha. Then what is the angle made by another force? 180 plus alpha. Angle means always you have to take angle made by the force with angle made by the positive direction of the force. Correct? What is the angle you have to take? Then the angle made is, this is the angle made, 180 plus alpha. Correct? 180 plus alpha. Angle means always angle made by the positive direction of the force with the given direction. Now, what is the resolved parts of the forces therefore forming a couple? It is algebraic sum is P sin alpha plus P sin 180 plus alpha. What is this? 0. Because sin 180 plus alpha is, what is sin 180 plus alpha? Sin 180 plus alpha is minus sin alpha. Listening the lecture is also an art. If I write here sin alpha plus sin 180 plus alpha, you have to think of the next step that I am going to write here. What is the next step I am writing? That you have to think. Then only you will be the good listeners. Sin alpha, what is sin 180 plus alpha? Minus sin alpha. Therefore, it is 0. Important result it is, we use this as a criteria for number of forces to form a couple. What is the criteria? If the number of forces form a couple, then algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces about any direction. Algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces forming the couple about any direction becomes always 0. And moment of the forces is not 0. Because if the forces form a couple, moment of the couple about any point in their plane is constant always. It is not 0. If the number of forces, say n number of forces form a couple, then we use this as the criteria for forces to form a couple. What is the criteria? Algebraic sum of the resolved parts of the forces about any direction should not be 0. Sorry, it should be 0, but moment of the forces, algebraic sum of the moments of the forces should not be 0. That we use as a criteria for n number of forces to form a couple. Time is over. Is the time?